So Mikel Arteta says Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang is going nowhere.
Really?
That was as certain as you're
What
going
a
to get.
shock.
They cannot afford to get rid of their best player.
Oh.
He knows that. So, if he's happy, can Arteta build Arsenal and his team around his captain?
I'm not so sure you build a team around a centre forward, to be honest. What I would say is that you do all you can to make sure this guy is still motivated and wants to be at the club and wants to play for the club, for you, and for the rest of his teammates. That's what he has to do. As far as building a team, this team's got a lot of building to do. You know, yes, going forward, they're exciting. They've certainly got a spring in their step since Arteta gone, but it's what's going on behind that front line, where in my opinion, that's where he needs to keep Aubameyang happy.
Last year was outstanding, we saw in the statistics. Can he have a similar type season? He's got 15 more games to match last season. Do you think he's on course for that?
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if he fires up the same numbers, because Arsenal will score goals and Aubameyang will score goals, regardless of the opposition. This is a guy that does it against the weaker teams, the best teams, the better sides. You know, this guy, he doesn't discriminate. He just scores goals against anybody. So I would not be surprised if he puts up the same numbers.
We've seen Lacazette play the focal point of the attack. We've had Aubameyang coming in from the left. Where's his best position for you?
Well, I think Lacazette has to play also, and Lacazette for me is more of a centre forward than Aubameyang, and so I think he will play in a wider position of an attacking three. And again, you know, regardless of where Aubameyang really wants to play, if he's scoring goals and he's playing with his best mate, Lacazette, then he will be happy. He won't have a problem with it.
How big a bonus and a boost is it for Aubameyang that Mesut Ozil's back, looking interested in part of the plans again?
Well, I think if you ask any striker, that, you know, the one thing they all want and they all need is to be given service. And if there's one thing Ozil can do in the final third, that is give service to anybody who's playing in the attacking third. So it's huge for both Lacazette and Aubameyang. But again, it all comes back to the same thing we've been talking about here. Keeping this guy happy so that he does want to stay at the club.
We're just over halfway through the league season. Arsenal's chances of finishing fourth, from what you've seen since Arteta came in, what chance have they got of being a Champions League team next season by finishing in the top four?
I don't think they will. They lose far too many goals. Yes, they score goals and they will score goals, but it's a personnel problem, I believe. You know, you saw what Arteta's done with the shape of the team. You know, when they don't have the ball, they've looked a lot more solid. The problem is, with the personnel they have, they're capable of throwing it in the back of the net. You think of Leno last weekend. You think of Mustafi last weekend.
Yeah.
You know, from nowhere, they're losing goals. But that does not translate into the top four.
I get that. And we've spoken many times about they need to strengthen at the back. But there were positives. And you can only build on results like the 2-0. That's a clean sheet against United. Just the work ethic. We saw Aubameyang covering at left back. The work ethic from Ozil, from Aubameyang, everyone seems to have bought into Arteta.
Yeah, he's certainly given a lift to the place. As I said, they all look a little sharper. They look a lot more eager. You know, the desire seems to be there. You don't get forwards like Aubameyang running all the way back there, as you said, unless that will to win is there and the desire's there. But again, if we're talking top four here, the reason they won't make it is because the personnel will make mistakes from absolutely nowhere. And
if they can surprise Stevie and finish in the top four, or certainly compete, Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang will certainly have to have a good second half of the season.
Thanks so much for watching ESPN on YouTube. And for more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for premium content and live streaming, subscribe to ESPN Plus.